Hello everybody, it is GiftedLlama, and welcome to Pokemon Ruby version. I have been wanting to do this Let's Play forever, and I'm finally gonna do it. I want to let you in on a little fun fact, little GiftedLlama trivia. This was actually, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire was my very first Let's Play that I ever did, back in 2009, fucking 8 years ago. This is my first ever thing. I had an old YouTube channel, doesn't exist anymore unfortunately, that I did a Pokemon Sapphire Let's Play, and it actually did pretty well, and it was awesome. I played through the whole game. It was like 70 episodes. It was a great time. So I figured I'd revisit the game. Ruby is my absolute favorite game. Not Ruby Sapphire Emerald, specifically Ruby. Ruby is my favorite Pokemon game. So let's jump right in. Now I will say, I've had a long history with my particular game, in the fact that whenever I did play it originally, I had a good run with it and stuff like that. I played it as a kid, got it when for like my 8th birthday back in the day, and I played it, had fun, played it off and on then, and then I revisited it again in 2012, and some other friends were playing some of the older Pokemon games as well. And we played through, and we had a good time, and actually, we traded Pokemon over and stuff, and I had all kinds of Pokemon from, like, Johto and Kanto in my Ruby cartridge, but then, it completely reset. It factory reset, everything got deleted, and, now it's at default again. So, kind of bummed me out, but I don't really think it's the save file that, matters. I think it's the good memories that you have with the game. And this is my favorite Pokemon game, and actually it might even be one of my favorite video games, definitely. But it's definitely up there, if not my favorite, because it is pretty dang good. It's 3rd gen was like my first entry into the Pokemon series. Now I know everyone usually from like my generation usually had the original Pokemon Red or Blue, or like Crystal. Crystal was another big one among my friend group. Everyone's first Pokemon game was like Pokemon Crystal. For me, it was, the first Pokemon game that I actually owned was Ruby, this Ruby. I had Pokemon Red that I borrowed from a cousin, but it wasn't mine, and I had to give it back at the end of, like, play sessions and whatnot. So, like, having my first Pokemon game that was actually mine, that I got on my birthday, it was huge for me, and it's one of my favorite Pokemons, as I've said before. But we're just gonna jump right in. You know this game, you love this game, I mean, I'm gonna beat the game. I'm gonna try to beat the game. It's no big thing. But I'm sure if you're watching this, you're very familiar with Pokemon as a whole, and specifically this game. And if you've never heard of this Pokemon game, well, how is the rock that you're living under? But additionally, I will give you some little tips and tricks, because I feel like, I'm not like an expert, on this game. I don't know like all the little secrets and like completionist little tips and tidbits, but I would say after, how long has it been now? Like nearly 15 years of experience with this game. I feel like I have a few things to say about it. There's some YouTubers and like Let's Players who like to actually read the dialogue in Let's Plays, and like specifically RPGs. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It all depends if you like my voice. So leave a comment if you like my voice. So first things first. The first little game tip, and this is usually the case in Pokemon games, is that you want to check your PC and make sure you get all the potions that might be in there. I think there's only like one Pokemon that doesn't have a potion in the PC. Ooh, do we want that frame? Either like this frame or this frame. Ooh, the stone's cool. Actually, let's do the stone. There we go. That looks much cooler. Alright, now that we've personalized it... Oh, wait, we gotta set the clock. Better set it and start. What time is it right now? It's actually a little after 10 a.m. So we're not far off. Alright. Hello, mother. Ah, that is much nicer. Oh, you should make sure that everything's there on your bed. Or in your fucking PC. So I guess she's like telling you a little cue that maybe you should check your PC. So you can maybe get a potion. I do like the intro of this game because it's so rushed. Like you're in the back of a moving van, and everyone makes the joke, "Oh, why is your mom putting you in the back of a moving van?" I'm gonna spare you that joke, but you go in, you gotta set your clock, and then your mom's like, "Hurry the fuck downstairs. We gotta look at the TV," And it's just like, whoa, Mom, like, chill. Like, I just got in, let me, like, unpack, let me digest for a second. You know, it's like you gotta calm down there. So, let's go to our neighbor's house. What is up? My name is ... Maybe I should have given my character, like, an interesting name. But I think I'm just gonna go with my name, Zach. You know, just classic. I remember when I first learned that you could actually use lowercase letters and names and nicknames in Pokemon. That, like, changed my life. Then I had to decide whether I wanted to keep the tradition and the aesthetic of choosing only capital names, so it looks like they're screaming whenever they're referring to you in the dialogue, or to go something more, you know, normal. But as an adult, I feel like I like to name my characters with lowercase letters, unless I'm being, you know, purposefully silly. Then I'll name it in all caps, but... Alright, so now it's time to get our first Pokemon. Relatively quick. That's another thing I enjoy. There's, like, especially in, like, Diamond and Pearl, it seems like they try to drag out, like, the importance of your first Pokemon. It's like, I just, you know, I just want my Pokemon. I mean, this is a game about playing Pokemon. It cuts to the chase. We're gonna get Torchic. I like Torchic. Everyone loves fucking Torchic. I mean, you get Blaziken. It's fighting and fire. It's the ultimate machine. Let's fucking dive right in. But yeah, man, this game, it's, I've had some memories with it. My friends played a lot of the, Red and Blue remakes when they came out, Leaf Green and Fire Red. Those were also big in our circle. This was like the currency of elementary school. Pokemon Emerald, we would always trade that at, like, recess. And everyone would always have better Pokemon than me. Like, I always took the longest to, like, beat the game. And fun fact, I've only beat, excuse me, I've only beat Pokemon Emerald once in my entire life. I have never been able to, like, get to the Battle Frontier again. Not from, like, difficulty, just from, like, sheer lack of willpower to finish. But Ruby, let me tell you, I've played through Ruby, like, a billion times. Ah, fucking, what are we gonna name this guy? How about, okay. Let's call him, I hope I have enough space. Let's call you... Sportacus. Perfect. Gotta name him Sportacus. Yeah, let's go see May. Look, I know the joke is you say, no, I don't want to see May, and Professor Birch gets you in, like, an endless loop, but, like I said, I'm gonna spare you the obvious jokes. I mean, you've probably seen the Chugga Conroy Let's Play, you've probably seen a bunch of other, who's another one? Munching Orange, I used to watch him. He did a Pokemon Ruby speedrun a few years ago. I used to watch that. It's just like, I can talk in circles about this game, because I just love it so much, but it's got some of my favorite Pokemon. I love the tropical, you know, setting. But it's not just tropical, it's like a blend, you know, you get your traditional grasslands, but it's like there's a predominating, like, ocean and like rainforest region. I mean, who doesn't love the ocean of this game? Like, it's huge, and that was like one of the first times in a Pokemon game where, like, you had such a, like, open, non-linear path. Like, I know in, like, Gold and Silver it wasn't the case. Like, the water routes were pretty straightforward, but in this one it's just like open field of water, and it's pretty wild, and it's very easy to get lost, even as, like, someone who's experienced with the game. So we're probably gonna get lost. That's kind of like my excuse. We're setting up an excuse for the future episodes whenever I inevitably get lost in the water routes, but, you know, hopefully that doesn't happen. But, you know, hey, there's probably like a billion game facts on the internet or other Let's Plays that I could watch to help guide me. I think that's a little sad if I'd have to watch a Let's Play to help my Let's Play. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, there we go. Sportacus is level 6. I don't know what my team is going to be yet. Well, I do know what my second Pokemon is going to be. It's going to be Ralts. But that's as far as I know. I don't know how I want to build from God, because I often suffer this big sin when playing Pokemon. I always center around, like, 2 Pokemon at the most that I, like, train in the main game, because I can never build a full team. Just because I don't want to divvy up the experience between them and do all this training. I like to designate that power to 1 or 2 Pokemon and just have the rest of them HM slaves. So we might, you know, for the purposes of entertainment, try to shoot for maybe 3 and 4 dedicated fighting Pokemon, and maybe get like a Tailo and like a nice water Pokemon to handle our HMs. Or I could have a flying Pokemon that just has Fly as part of the battle team. Like I said, it's still early days, you know, we don't have to make these decisions just yet, but it's definitely something to keep in mind as we move forward. Alright, so we want to get the free potion here by talking to the Mart dude. Or I think it's a woman. They always look like men to me, but I guess there's a little pink on her apron, so she might be a woman. I'm not saying that's a gendered color, I'm just saying, you know. This game was made in 2003, who knows? Who knows what the stigmas were back then? Alright, so we got a potion. We're actually going to end right here for this episode. So, you've just watched the inaugural episode of the Pokemon Ruby walkthrough here on the GiftedLlama channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, it helps out a lot. And make sure you subscribe, too, for more daily gaming videos. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.